Look at that. You can row the alfalfa out there. The end gun gets pretty hit and miss because, well, it's an end gun. But out in the field, it's looking good. Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Monday. I don't know about you. I think today's a good day to go plant some corn. Let's go put some seed in the ground, shall we? Okay, so a lot has happened since I seen you guys on Wednesday. Like I said, today's Monday. Cameron and I went kind of crazy on corn Thursday, Friday, until noon on Saturday, because that's when the showers showed up. We've got a little over 200 acres, I think like 250 acres in the ground, and it's all sprayed. And I was caught up to Cameron. We were all set and ready for the rain Saturday afternoon, and we got a whopping 2 tenths. We thought, okay, no big deal. We got rain coming on Sunday too. We got 0. My mother-in-law lives, well, past the horizon out that way. She got over an inch. All day yesterday looking north, it was blue. Not 20 miles away. I don't know how much rain was in it, but it rained up in the next county. All damn day. And we got nothing. Oh, I was pissed. So, the one plus side is that lets Cameron and I get back up and going right away on corn. So, first thing this morning, I had him come get started getting fields ready. Now he's got one. I'm gonna start chasing them down again. It's gonna be the routine for the next several days. But this is where this field gets a little complicated. So we got the established pivot coming around. We got the new guy that hasn't grown anything. I know the overhang on that comes into the weedaways because this was all overhang from our end gun from the established pivot. So where exactly is going to be the border? I'm thinking I will stay just inside that blue till I get over here, and then I can, yeah. No matter what I do, it's going to be wrong, so let's just send it. This is something I've never understood. I get into super powdery dry ground like this, and all of a sudden can you even see that? My seed sensors go haywire. One of them said it was planting 75,000. But if I get out and dig, it's not. It's something to do with that dust and those sensors, and it all just kind of goes crazy. Anybody know why? Got a buddy that's got a precision planter 10, 15 miles over. He says his does the same thing, so it's not that it's just generic case seed tubes. Precision tubes do the same. Why? So that white pickup back there by the bales, that'd be our crop adjuster, showed up today. We called our insurance company, told them to turn in all of our wheat to be adjusted. We're done. All of it's going to get chopped now. We had it insured, so they have to come out, guess what kind of yield we would have had on it if we would kept it going to grain. They've got their crazy formula, so they'll figure out what they say it would have made, and then based on our history, more than I don't think we have anything we're getting a payment on this year, so it's going to be us writing a check to the insurance company. But that's not all a bad thing. I mean, it's nice because that means, hey, you've got a decent crop. It's not a great crop, but it's better than average, so you're not going to get paid on it, but you're going to harvest more. Whatever. And speaking of harvest, word on the street is still silage starts Wednesday, which is interesting because at the moment we have a 60% chance of rain Tuesday night and Wednesday. That would be awesome if it happened. Push this back to the start of next week. Give Cameron and I more time to get some of this done. We've got a softball tournament in Dodge City, Kansas this weekend. It's going to be a little interesting for me, but I think I got a plan. So with Chopper's merger covered, we already know the swather in theory is ready to go with its new battery. Yeah, and I said battery, it's got one to run all those computers. Trucks. So Blanca's was the first one we got in. Her, Bart, Glenn were going over it. They wound up ripping out the floor chains and flipping them because they were stretched. So the way it works is you've got a chain along the wall, 2 down the middle, and a chain along this wall. So it's 2 separate sets. I'll be back. It's only Monday. We're trying to figure out the chopping plan for the end of the week, and I just feel my anxiety rising. Anyways, floor chains. I'll stop by one of the trailers, show you guys what I'm talking about on the floor chains. So don't worry about it. Either way, though, we had to take them out of the trailer, get them flipped around, put back in because they stretch uneven. Hopefully, the way we did it, it'll last another year, and then we'll have to get new floor chains. We called the guy that we buy our trailers from up in northern Colorado, asked what a new set of chains would cost. He didn't have any on hand. They build them to order. New set of chains, $10,000. Like when we bought that trailer 9 years ago, the entire trailer was $60. And now just to replace the chains, $10,000. That's how out of control prices are getting. But you all go grocery shopping, you know how out of control prices are. But anyway, so that's truck number 1. Truck number 2 would be Hector's truck with the other big trailer. We got to get it in the shop, go through it. Hopefully it goes better than Blanca's. Truck number 3 is Aaron's with one of the short trailers we were hauling manure with all winter. We got to get the racks put back on it, get it in the shop, and hope to God it's okay. Truck number 4, it doesn't sound like we're even going to run this spring. So, we'll see how that goes. I think you and I both know how it's going to go. But yeah, it's... yeah. It's getting to be that time of year. Alright, I'm going to sit here, go round and round, turn on YouTube because I'm bored out of my mind. See if I can get this field done before I run out of seed and before I got to go to my meeting. Hey buddy, you okay? I don't think it's okay. So one thing I do not like about these lift assist wheels, every once in a while they'll get stuck sideways. I got to the end over there, went to back up in my U-turn like I always make. This guy got stuck sideways and just pop, right off. Luckily it's a tube in there. Maybe, just maybe. Quick little repair and off we go. We got somebody coming with a handyman jack and some wrenches. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, 45 minutes later, ready to roll. Presuming that thing's still happy. Yes, I am driving through the field with it up in the air. I ran out of seed. That's not important right now. So this field is a great example of the difference in spring tillage versus fall tillage. There's some other variables in there, but it still shows a difference. So this field was ripped last fall. Ultra smooth, the clods aren't bad at all. You can tell the exact line where we ripped 2 weeks ago. It's much cloddier, rougher. And that's because these clods didn't have a chance to go through freeze-thaw all winter and break down naturally. And because it's dry dirt, we didn't have a chance to irrigate it. It's cloddy. That is where I'm really glad I have pneumatic downforce though, so whenever I get into the cloddier areas, I keep that down pressure and get that seed still planted nicely. But I'm out of seed. So now I gotta drive back. What is it? It's 4:15. I got a meeting at 6. I really don't want to hook up the seed tender to fill this, to unhook it so I can go to my meeting, to come back out and hook it. Yeah, I'll deal with this after dark, after my meeting. I'll refill. Let's go to the shop. So I get to the end of the field and Kayla's sitting there waiting. I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe she brought me like an afternoon snack or beer or cool new toy, something. No, she brought me my homework for my meeting tonight. Scholarship applications. It's our county farm bureau that, unfortunately, I'm the president of. We got a scholarship we give away, and we've got to get that done because, well, one, local graduation already happened. We try to have it done before then, but last week was pure chaos for 3/4 of our board, and we just physically could not get together. So, because it was supposed to rain this weekend, and I thought we wouldn't be in the fields today, I thought, great, let's do it on Monday. And then it didn't rain, and so I'm in the field. One of the other guys I know is in the field, but either way, we're having the meeting tonight to decide the scholarship, so she brought me my homework. Wow, that was a really long answer to a simple question. To the shop. Okay, told you I'd talk to you about floor chains. So, the way these work, obviously you got this set of chains and that set. Now, your outer chain will stretch first because one, it's out here by itself, or these are next to each other, they kind of help each other slightly. But also you have the friction of the wall. So over time, let's see if this one's out of whack at all. You got your tighteners up here, these rods, for each one. So yeah, it's slightly that way. Can you see how that far side is further ahead than the middle? So that means your outer chain is stretching out more than your inner chain. Well, eventually it gets so far off, you start having problems. That's what we had on Blanca's trailer. That's what we're having on the trailer they're working on out front that Hector's gonna pull. So what you do is you take this out and put it over here. So now your inside chain becomes your outside becomes your inside. These are not welded. Well, these ones actually are. Most of the time these are not welded on the bottom side, so you don't want it flipped over because then you'll have a different problem. Water gets in there, it'll rust, it'll break. We've changed these before, so the guy who built them probably made sure they welded both sides. But yeah, so all they're doing, take this chain over to here, this chain over to here. Easier said than done. Yeah, there's still people in the shop and I need to go. So if I didn't say it earlier, Glenn's chopper, ready to go. Who in the world is at our shop? Anyways, Glenn's chopper, ready to go. The pickup head is runnable. We got a couple of parts on order, but it'll be fine for now. So Bart's hope is by this time tomorrow, my chopper and pickup head will be finished, ready to go. Cameron and I are just gonna continue to push hard, getting through all the corn. We'll see how things go. Chance of rain on Wednesday. Pray for rain, please.